Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike, and happy Sunday, everybody. I'm coming at you with the weekly news and review for September 14th, 2025, 2025. It's like Valentine's Day in September. You know, September is kind of big for the baby boom of spring and all that. Okay, rabbits and great stuff, but there's something spawning in the Transformers world with... Let's get back on tracks. And we've got some Marvel stuff that I don't know a lot about. I know a little, but I'll just tell you, maybe it's fun, quirky stories. This is something that I should not like, but I'm fascinated. I might buy these. Although I shouldn't want them. I kind of do. Street Fighter and, you know, other stuff. This is where I failed to record a voice clip from my wife saying I was right. And she hates it. So maybe next week I'll get that voice clip. But Super 7 Ultimates coming out with at least flashback. Some people think Moonstriker, and some people guessing it's going to go straight to Vac Metal. I doubt that. Also, Ramen Toy's got a few things going on, but they are downsizing or actually correcting the scale of Boy and Bot. Well, the Boy was right. The Bot was getting a little bit smaller. And then, you know, speaking of the ladies, there's either the 2-inch or the 5-inch. Jack's gonna fill you up with the right scale of more figures for both scales. And you can do magic. You can have anything that you desire, because magically, after the funding, it unlocked. I guess. I don't follow it that close. I don't care. Coming up. Alright, so what's new at Show Z? We have the fourth party MPG Genrai, Super Genrai figure again, but different with trailer. I don't know how different this is from the first one. And I had a picture for a while. So I was overloaded with 13 pre-orders showing up, and I didn't buy the first one that came along. Now this one's coming along, and I think the packaging matches Takara exactly, and the first one was like an offshoot packaging. But it really doesn't matter to me. I really just want to get one of these. So I want the God Genrai, the Super Genrai, and then regular Genrai, all in a display. And I missed the first go-around because... I mean, there's only so much money to go around, and 13 pre-orders showing up at once was a couple grand of just Master Race Transformers in like a week. So, I'm in on this now. You could be in on this, and you could put TH in to support the reviewer. Late October release date. Concept 4, Salute, Bricky Robo Copter. This is fascinating. Show Z and TF Source. No place will call it Copter. Nothing. Even Show Z is like, it's off limits for them to say Copter. I've never seen them shy away from it. Maybe it's changed, but it's really strange. But anywhere between like 116 and 150. So 116 is TF Source's price. For the standard one, it's like a missing link version. I made a whole video about it. Go watch it from Friday. And so I won't talk more about it after this. But 150 includes a sword and two extra sets of hands, claws, whatever. But it is interesting. It's vastly overpriced. That's not the fault of TF Source or Show Z. It's just way overpriced from the manufacturer. This is carryover from last week. Magnificent Mecha MM01G OP Green version Optimus Prime. It's just a recolor. 12 inches, like 11.81. Main figure, weapon, accessories. It is not cheap. $2 down, and it's gonna cost you like $290, $288 after the discount. Alright, so this week's news, I kind of believe the top news is tracks. Now, I'm from the mindset that the Takara tracks official from 12 years ago is not a bad figure. But it's not a great figure. There are issues with this. It's not perfect, but I also believe, most people believe that Trax is not a top tier, not even a second tier, maybe third tier at best. Now, there are people that will do a focus shelf of Trax. It's their favorite character, whatever. I understand that. For me, personally, like, I got the KO. I didn't buy the first Takara. I bought the KO, got the rubber tires. I don't think it's a horrible figure, but I think Star Toys, which is this, is actually going to rival Takara and be better. Compared to animation, it's doing really good. It matches the lower chest in the animation. It matches everything, actually, in the animation better than what Takara did. But at the same time, you get into this situation where collectors believe that it's not their favorite figure. It's not an Optimus Primus Soundwave. It's not Starscream. It's not even Six Shot. It is Trax. And a lot of people don't care. In fact, I believe a lot of collectors say that if they don't have a Trax in their collection, they don't even care to put one in there. Now, I have some crazy stuff I'm going to do with my review. And I've already planned this out. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of work and annoying, but fun at the same time. And I look forward to this, Star Toys. But Star Toys is making news, making the rounds, because Fans Toys Blitzwing's coming out, and Star Toys is literally the gold standard up till Fans Toys comes out as the best Blitzwing. Now, I will say from the back, it cleans up way better than Takara. Looks so much better than Takara. And so much different. So it's not like they copied any sort of transformation. And the animation's clean as can be. There is a figure out there that matches the animation better from the back. And I will show you that. I went out of my way to make sure I had that figure that matches it in the back. And in my review, you see that. As much as I believe the Star Toys Trax is the top story of the week, I don't want to spend too much time on it. There are like 50 pictures out there that should be shown. This is in the package. I think it's cheaply packaged, and I don't care. It's going to be an affordable price. But I will say this. Looks fully painted. The last offering wasn't painted. So we'll see it in person pretty soon. So there's something else, and I believe it's Masterpiece. Again, I'm just taking this and running with it. Metal Card Bot W Phantom Hornet. I do not at all know what company that is, or when it's going to come out, if Shozi will get it, or where you can find it. If it's not a Shozi, it's probably not going to be in the US retailers either. So it looks kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. It has an alt mode that is a helicopter and fascinating. Kind of feels like what was going on with sort of an alternate version of Waspinator for a while there. This is Metal Card Robot Blue Cop, and I have really no idea what era it's from, but there's a comparison to something, so here it is. So somebody somewhere has a comparison of it to something else. I truly don't know. I think this new one is the one on the right. Again, I do not know even the era it's from, where to order it, what the real name is called, because it is what it is. And some of y'all are gonna get mad at me for that. I don't care. I'm kind of a G1er. I stick to what I like. So, I mean, speaking of that, I'm just going to show this. This is Sam Scott Roberts, who does some crazy stuff with his photography. I'm going to show this. But you can find him on YouTube, Facebook. Sam Scott Roberts with a Z. And he's comparing the new Fans Toys Berserk with Thomas. And they weigh the same, like within 0.1 of an ounce. They weigh about the same, even though the new Blitzwing is about a full head taller than Thomas. It is about the same weight. Pretty interesting. Looks good. Very, very nice paint job on that purple. Toy Easy Battleship Combiner on Weibo. And this thing is tall. Now, I think it's about 28 to 30 inches. Not quite 3 feet tall. But then it's hard to tell. I have another picture of it with general poster board wrapped behind it, and it exceeds the poster board, but it's not straight up and down. So anyhow, this thing looks cool. It looks good combined. It is huge. Huge. It'll stand over all the current 21-inch Fans Toys and all those combiners, but it's probably more expensive, by the way, because it is made up of all these giant expensive battleships, but looks fantastic in the end. Very well worth it. I don't think I'd want to flip this back and forth more than once. They should have called themselves Toy Hard. Here's another Weibo picture. I would love to give credit. I can't pronounce it, but anyway, fantastic artwork. This thing looks good. I mean, this is a cool looking bot. And those of you that went in on all 6, 5, 6, great job. So we got 3-0, Bumblebee, Cybertron, Prime, and MDLX Star Stream Galleries. But I'm seeing Prime here. So anyway, Prime Galleries. It looks pretty good. Big dude. The Deluxe, I believe, is the 19-inch. I'm behind on this. Optimus Prime collectible figure scale 319 at TF Source, 11.2 inches. So there you go. I guess the one in the middle is the one that's 319. The big one is the like $2,400 one. MDLX 7.9 inch Starscream Coronation version, 150. That's crazy. It's like an $80 figure, but Coronation makes them 150. That's a lot. Anyway, it is a thing. Yolo Park Shockwave, 30 centimeters tall. So what's that, like 11 inches also? Something around there. Anyway, 175 for this, and then there is also Prime, touting this as reissues and charging you to the bone $175 each. Is that secondary market prices at retail? Alright, so Missing Link, Ultra Magnus C10, interview with development team. Terrible, absolutely terrible picture, but doesn't show the articulation. The new one's a little bit bigger. Now, a couple of things I extracted from this was, number one, yes, they wanted to reuse the CO1, the Optimus Prime. They wanted to make a bigger project for Anniversary, and they said something about the chest piece being with wheels. I don't get that. I don't really understand what's going on with that chest cover as wheels. So we'll see that when it comes. The other thing was they did want to match the artwork. So the articulation had to be enough to match the original box artwork, which has been speculated by many that that's the level of articulation we will get from these at minimum. And people have been right on that. And so there's a couple of things, but most of the stuff we speculated has actually been officially announced. No rocket firing gimmicks. They said that was a regulation now that they want to comply with. And so that kind of makes me wonder about how they're going to handle the Megatron, which I don't need my Megatron to fire, by the way. But nobody asked about that. And they did say they wanted to match the animation accuracy in all modes better with this. So there's a lot of good questions, a lot of good answers, but at the end of the day, they just really validated speculation. Yolo Park is showing wave 1 of official images and pre-orders of their BMK. BMK is supposed to be bigger than AMK, but less articulation for about the same price. And this is where we have a problem. too many scales, and I don't know which scale will they support fully. Which scale do you want? I think they made this. Well, it says it's bigger than the mini, which would put this really close to perfect match with Hasbro mainline, which I know Hasbro does not want. So we've got a lot of weird things going on. You do have to partially assemble it. It's 13 to 16 centimeters tall. So you're looking at like Megatron Prime being 6.29 instead of 7 or 7.5 inches. They're still a little short to be mainline, but those who invested in the first couple of waves of the mini are going to feel shafted. And so who's this for? So Magic Square is showing their, what is this, Snarl? Am I right on that? I don't know. My Dinobots get confused after so long, but it looks good. The thing is that I got to finish the team. I only got one more to go. So I guess we all only... And I'm doing this for Dino mode. So my Magic Squares and Dino mode. Their bot modes look great, but, you know, I kind of like the paint and presentation of New Age. I still think the overall design, both in bot and in alt mode, is better for Magic Square. But now I'm torn. If they come out with a premium paint like a year later, I might buy them. But I'm excited for what they do in the Masterpiece scale with these designs. Just upscale them, make a few tweaks, and that nice glaze over them to look premium like they've been painted. So it would be awesome. By the way, Masterpiece, I want to see some back metal. There's a Weibo post where somebody had somehow made this Unicron, Blocky's Unicron head, work with the Jing Gang WK122 Cyber Robot. I'm not sure exactly what all that is, but it works. And I gotta say, I still have yet to find one picture comparing this to HasLab, even though we have this picture. Unicron head on an arc, let's be correct here, an arc, and yeah, it's cool. Like, I don't have one anymore. I sold mine because somebody wanted to give me like more than I paid, and my son had one, and so like if I ever got to pull one out for comparison, I know where to go. But yeah, that looks interesting, and I'm still trying to figure out if it's bigger than the HasLab Unicron head. Tel Creations is putting out Optimus Prime without a trailer in a black deco, calling it Nemesis. Here's the thing. It's $65, so $15 less. You don't get a trailer. It's 3-inch, 2-inch. How tall is it? 2-inch, 3-inch, tiny, $65. I would love to buy these, but I still can't get over the price point. And I'm doing amazing things in vintage that require a lot of money, so I can't really contribute to this. If this was Masterpiece, well, they're doing it in Missing Link anyway, but I was tempted. I'm gonna know because I have already like 8 scales going. For those of you who like grainy photos, Rakuten, it's a Japanese website. Transformers Miniature Packaging Collection Wave 1, $13, but not available for pre-order just yet. I have no idea how small these are. Like, can your Masterpiece figures hold them in their hand? Are they big enough to take up enough space to even see what they are? I'm interested. $13 makes me think they're like 2-inch. It's fascinating, but there is no information about this. Looks like fun though. Weibo user got this Zami Ultra. I don't know. Is that just the camera they used? Anyway, this is Sea Spray in the retro line, and it looks good. My thing is, I waited, what, 5 months? Was it even that long? To get the two current ones that are out at Walmart for clearance. I think I paid 16 and 17 each. Not the best prices in the world, but they're all gone now, so I'm glad I got them when I did. Will I get this for that price? I think this will sell through really well because it's a new mold. And then down the road we'll get it again for a slight different paint job and stuff, but still it's kind of exciting except for the destruction of the package. So we got Evangelion T-Spark Takara Tomy EVA01 Legendary Actors Prime from 2018 mold. So repainting an old mold. And there's lots of crossovers they're doing. They're trying to... Here's the thing. They want to make money as cheap as they can. As high level profitability as possible. Reuse as much as possible. And that's what's going on here. So it is what it is. I mean, in some level, I really think Takara is making money off the KOs. They gotta be. At this point, they have to be. It's all about the money. And do you truly want this? I don't. Transformers Generations, Armada Nemesis Prime. And I have to say this. I don't know how this will be released. Price, all that. Price. Oh, we're not there yet. I don't care about this era. I don't care about the era. And I have a special disdain for Armada. So I'll just stop there. Well, let's talk about price hikes. We talked about it last week, but now it's in the Transformers faces. According to the information shared, 2026 prices will be as follows. $28 for the deluxe or top. Voyagers, 42 in the middle, and then the bottom, 60, which we're already seeing leaders at 60. So the prices. Here's where I'm at. I don't buy much Hasbro. This makes me buy less Hasbro. That's all I gotta say. Beantown meet Spud. Well, we've got Hasbro officially moving to Boston. Their headquarters. I'm not 100% sure it's a lot cheaper than Rhode Island, but it might be. The thing is that I believe there's more consolidation savings than geographical savings. Because Boston's not cheap, but maybe they already have buildings, offices, I don't know. We'll see. But will this lower prices? Sadly, no. Japanese store eHobby have uploaded their website with images of new exclusive SD acrylic keychains, Prime Unicronus, Megatron, Soundwave. If you want them, $9.81 a piece. Music that shaped a generation. Optimus Prime music. Transformers music. The composer of the Transformers Generation 1 theme, Anne Bryant, will be at TFCon Chicago. Exciting, even though I won't be there. I plan to cover the third-party panel. Hasbro's promoting their Windcharger, Barricade, and Arachnid, but, I care more about Windcharger. And I think this will be better than what they did when they were $10 years ago, as whichever, was it Combiner Wars, was it Powers of the Prime? I don't even know, but I've got the last one in the package. I probably will pick this one up. This character is sorely underrepresented. In other news, Ramen Toys is making their Boy Bot, or Scott and T-Bob, a little bit smaller. So they have... Ace told me a few times that he had to make it this size to make a quality product that doesn't break. It's not too fragile. But after, I guess, lots of looking at it, comparing it and stuff, they realize they can go back to the drawing board, make it smaller, and still maintain that structural consistency. So good on them. I'm glad. But it's going to be offered in two different configurations. Now you can get it by itself. Something about by itself will have eyes. When you put it with the gift set, it won't have eyes. And you'll get the mat tracker with the suit. And you'll have another one of the crud. Gullwing. I didn't want to say Thunderhawk. Gullwing. Red Gullwing. Anyway, it's going to have... Gullwing itself is going to have cartoon accurate wheels and markings. And so with that, there's options to buy this. I plan to buy at least 3 Boy and Bots, no matter what. And I hope they never show the packaging. It shows up super retro. Pre-orders are up still for this 3.0, but early bird's off. Now, I'm going to explain this. Ace told me this is selling extremely well, which told me I got to buy it now before it sells out. You will be disappointed. Now, they'll probably put it back up, but they will change it entirely. Color scheme will be different. So don't be shocked if you see a 3.0 2.0, but it won't ever be made like this again. Nowhere Toys has the clear version of this up for sale for $189. I think they even have it in stock, so I believe that. Clear Shark or Great White, or the vehicle that was never made in the vintage line that is the most sought after vehicle in the history of mass collecting. Boss Fight Studio is putting up their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. No, this is NECA. Oh, I thought it was Boss Fight. No, NECA. Turtles, Garfield, Ultimates, Garfello, and Odie. Archie Comics. 47 bucks at either NECA Online or BBTS or any of the other places. Entertainment Earth, all those. Alright, so that was NECA. This is NECA 2012. Somebody said they will be doing 2003 Turtles eventually, but I'm going to tell you, I was turtled out 2 years ago. I'm still turtled out. I don't know why I have as much turtle stuff as I do, but if you like this, get it. Whatever. Storm Arena, the $30 ones, are making 1998 Goro Daemon. I don't know who that is. It was King of Fighters. Wow. How much will this thing cost? That's what gets me. How much is this thing going to be? $31.99. Not bad. Not bad. Cool looking figure for 32 bucks. Marvel comic mini wave. I want to say, was it Dan Ting? One of the guys that's from Marvel that doesn't work at Hasbro anymore was on 3POA answering questions. It was fun. Go check it out. But Marvel Legends mini comic Silver Surfer, Daredevil, Beast, Feral, Phoenix, Black Widow. That's the next wave. And it's up for pre-order everywhere for 28 bucks. The new price is set in. Entertainment Earth, BBTS, Chosen Prime, Toy Geek, which is TF Source, and Amazon if you want those. I have a Silver Surfer from years ago that's back metal in the backseat of my car. I don't know why I've never brought it in from 3 years ago. I've got a Creed for Speed. Hi Toys making a 1/12 scale 6-inch Michael B. Jordan version of Creed. The movie was great. That movie was fantastic. I enjoyed it. And it's got to be tough to be Michael Jordan and not Michael Jordan at the same time. But priced $119. Includes 6 interchangeable hands for dynamic boxing poses. All alternate roaring head sculpt, patriotic red and white blue vest robe, white vest trunks, and training headgear, growing protector, and athletic shorts. I predicted that Brian is a good dude at some level. Some of y'all don't like him. I don't care. I like Brian at Super 7, but I knew he'd finish the Silverhawks. Now, this is obviously going to be flashback in green, and people are alluding to thinking Moonstriker's in this wave, which is, in my opinion, a very obvious figure they should make. They want to make money, make the Hawks they sell. if this is the last wave, maybe get everything out that you could get. I mean, we still need Melodia. We still need the taxi cab driver. We still need all the other ones that were out. There's so many villains that could have been made. So there's a lot more to be done here. But the last wave they put out is dying at retail. But some people think this is going straight to back metal. No, gotta get the cartoon because we decided we're making cartoon first, and then we gotta go to back metal. You gotta double dip on this, and they will. But the fact they're giving it, I'm over the moon. I will buy these at full retail price, one of each. Wait for a sell for the second to open. So Cobra Fire Team 788 or something. That's on sale for $51 Amazon. Not the greatest deal in the world, but still not as bad as 80. So if you're into this, go check it out. Amazon Fire Team. Hey, by the way, now I can say G.I. Joe Classified is in this video. WWE Ultimate Edition Tag Team. There's some stuff going on. Street Fighter Wave 1, Ultimate Warrior, The Rock, Rey Mysterio. Then there's going to be some Elite Greatest Hits with Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, Logan Paul, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roman Reigns. Obviously, I'm not a wrestler guy, but these look like Street Fighter characters that are like different, but the same. I shouldn't want them. I kind of want them. I hope I have the strength to not buy these things. They look great though. Homer's in every wave. Simpsons 2.5 action series. 6 figures. Homer Simpson screaming. Okay. Marge Simpson, Jimbo, Barney, Cool Lisa, Jack Pacific. I was at a Walmart where they clearanced the 5-inch stuff out for $6 each. And I was like, I already got 2 Homers because I got another one for like super clearance for $9. Now it's $6, but Homer is overproduced on purpose. Bart, same way. But these are the 2.5-inch. Might be the best ones available. Then we get up to the 5-inch, and the 5-inch has, let's see, sick Homer Simpson with rotten sandwich in blankets, stupid sexy Flanders. It says that with skis. Mr. Burns with Blinky and Monkey Stack, and Ralph Wiggum with jar of paste. 5-inch. That's the new bigger scale. Quick update on Star Wars. If you missed the Retro Collection Star Wars A New Hope figure multi-pack, go to eBay and buy them for still $40 on Target.com. Use the red card, get 5% off, and free shipping on everything. But here's the thing, $40, still you can order it a week later. And everybody freaked out that their pre-order was canceled. They don't even feel silly, sadly. That's the sad part. They don't feel silly. I did return both of mine, bought them back at $40. After all the discounts, I got, $38 back, something like that. Still, Coleman Trevor. So this is fun. It's always fun that numbers all matter. That it funded to like 96.77, and then magically it's now at 10.5. So everybody gets this. You can do magic. I don't trust any of these numbers. But if it works in the favor of the collector, then great. By the way, I started doing the math. And if I don't even care about this era, and I had 5 of these gunships, and I sold them all for like $150 each, then someone that really loves it might have had 15. This might be their 15th gunship, but it wouldn't be their 15th. See, these people would probably buy 3, so it would be their 15th, 16th, and 17th. Congratulations. Oh, I guess I had another Star Wars story. So I guess I'll just talk about how BBTS magically and mystically lost $30. They can't find it anymore on their price of their Ultra Magnus missing link, but I've got some videos planned. So I don't know when, but I'm going to talk about, do subscribers even matter on YouTube? And we've got a new martyr, Charlie Kirk, who is exponentially increasing in views and subscribers on a channel of a dead person. So that's crazy. Let me know what you think about this weekly news and review. What else new going on out there? Like and subscribe, and of course, let him hear out.